So these are the two servo motors that have the issue. I think this is the air mix servo motor, and that's the mode servo motor. Yeah, so two servo motors, one here and one up there. I connect the negative terminal of the battery and get power into the car, and we'll see what's the issue with these two servos. I didn't disconnect the airbag, I just moved it down here. Hopefully it doesn't explode on my face. So I reconnected the battery. Now I'm going to start the car. I'm going to put it in accessory on position. Now let's see how this thing functions. The servo motor. Let's turn on the aircon and see what's the issue. Okay, I'm going to turn on the heat right now. There's a noise coming from somewhere. I think noise is coming from the top servo. The top is still hunting for the modes. So we'll need to remove that top servo for sure. Not sure how I'm going to do that, but yeah, see, it's still hunting. I think the bottom servo is okay. And now we need to check also on the passenger side if it's working the same way. We'll turn on the aircon and check out the passenger servo. So the bottom actuator is actually working. Now this is the one that controls the temperature between high and low temperature. So this works on both the sides. So it means that the dual climate controls temperature actuator is working fine. But the one on the top, this is the one that's making noise. This actuator on top, this is the one that's making, but this is also opening and closing the door properly fine. That is the door that controls the airflow to the foot and the face. So this door is actually working, but it's making a noise. But we'll just remove this actuator motor anyway and check once again. It has 3 screws, and I got a tool. I got this tool. You can't use a normal star screwdriver to remove those screws. It's very tight space inside, so I got this tool. Hopefully this works. I also got a mirror to find out where's the third screw, because it's very difficult to see from here, so I'll use this mirror to find that out. So this is how the screwdriver looks like once you set it up. So to access the screws on the top actuator, I do need to remove the bottom actuator as well, which controls the temperature. So we'll remove this, and only then we can get access to that bottom screw. Else I can't get my hand inside here. That's a pity. Oh, there's a screw up here. How do you remove that? Third screw for the bottom one is just up here. It's again a tight spot, but with this screwdriver it's possible to get it. So 3 screws, one here, one here, and the third one is up here. So I got the bottom actuator out. This is the one that controls the temperature. So you can see the part number here. So this is working fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Now we'll have to get to this actuator. This is the issue now. Oh, still tight space. We'll try to get it out. You gotta be kidding me, man. Guys, I finally got the bottom screw from the top actuator. That's supposed to be there. It's very difficult. I needed to remove the spring that comes on the handbrake over here, or the leg brake. I needed to remove this spring as well. Now there's one more screw somewhere on the top. I'm not sure where, but I'll have to find out now. So I finally got the top actuator out. It was so difficult, but I managed to get it out finally. Oh man, this was the one that was making noise, and it was so difficult to get the top screw. I had to do some kind of acrobatics and gymnastics. People who are good with yoga can do this. You'll have to put your head near the brake pedal and squeeze your hand into that area to access the third screw. It was so difficult. I'm not sure how I'm going to put it back in, but I got to do it. So I think the part number for this is 0637008810. So we'll try ordering for this, or we'll try repairing it first and see if the noise goes, and then we'll see. So I actually removed the blend door actuator and I removed all the covers, and I marked this point over here so that you don't miss the orientation. It has to be correct while you reinstall everything back together. So now we can remove the gear, and here's the issue actually. Can you see the contacts over here? It looks a bit dirty, so we will clean those contacts and we'll clean the grease around here as well. Maybe that's what's causing the issue. We'll clean the grease from the contacts over here as well. I cleaned the grease around the contacts, so now we'll just install it back. So I applied some new dielectric grease on the gear. Now we'll put it back together onto this, and we'll install it and we'll see if the hunting noise is gone. Hopefully this solves my issue, or I'll just order a new one. A new actuator like this just cost around $120, so I may just place an order if it doesn't rectify my issue. So yeah, so let's go install it right now. So while trying to open this actuator, I broke two tabs. See, one tab is broken here and the other tab is broken here, but don't worry about it because there are 3 screws which you'll be tightening to this plate, and so it will hold it in place, so don't worry about that. But just try to be as gentle as possible. So that's it guys, I've installed it. Just make sure before you dismantle the whole thing, you take a lot of photos because the orientation has to be correct before you install it. So just take the photos of the top side and also of the bottom side and assemble it correctly. So I've connected the top actuator right now. I haven't tightened the screws on it. I just left it out like this just to make sure if there's any noise coming or not. Let's change. Guys, there's no noise. It solved the issue. Excellent. Cleaning that contact points has solved the issue for this actuator, so I'm not going to buy a new one. Now it's going to be pretty difficult installing it back, but I got to do it. Now the way to get to the actuator is you have to slide in through the passenger side like this, go under. The bottom actuator sits actually here. There are 3 screws, 1, 2 and the third one here. For the top actuator, which is this one, there's 1 screw here, 1 screw over there, okay, that one, and the third one is actually way up here. So you really need to be good at gymnastics to get to the third one. Old people can definitely not get it. So it's way up there. So this tool is actually very useful. The one that I got, this tool, it's very useful. It's very flat and short, so you can use this to tighten and loosen the screws to the actuator. I'll leave the links in the description below for this. Guys, one important thing before you install the top actuator, this is the mode selection actuator, and before you tighten the screws, there are 3 grooves on the black plastic over here. So you need to make sure, like while you install this actuator on top, make sure that this handle, the handles have a pin. The pins have to go inside the grooves of the black plastic part, and only then you tighten the screws, because else it will not seat and also it won't function properly because the doors won't open and close as necessary. There are 2 more white handles on top just like this, so make sure that the handle seats properly with the black housing and then you tighten the screws. Now I've tightened 2 screws already. The top screw is pretty hard, so I'm going to tighten that right now. I'm installing the bottom actuator right now, which is this one. Guys, even getting to the top screw on the right hand side of the bottom actuator is also pretty difficult. It's a pretty tight squeeze over there, so you need to maneuver it somehow. You need to get both your hands inside there to turn that screw. With the help of the ratcheting screwdriver, I somehow managed it. I'm not looking forward for this job again. This one didn't have a problem, but the one on the top, I actually repaired it, so I'm just praying that it doesn't fail again. it shouldn't. And now we'll be installing the spring for the leg brake. So that's it for this DIY. If you guys found it useful, please do hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. And until next time, this is Stan signing out. Bye bye.